Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Curse of Monkey Island. So, we got ourselves tar and feathered, and generally speaking, I know that's because we want to look like the giant chicken, but I don't know why we want to look like the giant chicken. And to get tar and feathered, we got to the ship and we sawed off the plank, which means we probably missed an animation or a little cutscene in which we would have been forced to walk the plank, which probably wouldn't have involved us getting a game over or anything like that, but it does go to point out that it would be ideal if there was a way you could see everything after you've beaten a game or after you've done something. Some visual novels have very intricate and heavily designed rewind systems where you can go back to certain points and make different decisions. In general, I think maybe it would be just easier to have a trailer section, cutscene section, that just unlocks cutscenes after the fact. Deponia does have that, I suppose, but a lot of games definitely don't, and particularly older games definitely don't. And you still run into plenty of visual novels of modern time that don't do that and instead really act like they want you to play the game a million times over. So the thing that's weird about also making yourself tarred and feathered is there's really not that many people even on this island to scare, unless it's the chickens. Which, it feels like these feral chickens
I've got nothing to say.
Are moving around and possibly becoming larger in number. I don't feel like the feral chickens were always on the fort. Let's see if we can grab this guy now.
No.
Yeah, it just seems like there's more and more chickens appearing, which does kind of nothing. And then go and talk to the voodoo lady won't do anything. Talking to Murray probably won't do anything. The lemonade boy is gone. We don't look like a chicken per se. We just feathered.
Do you have a reservation? Madre de Dios! Es el Puyo Diablo!
Like, no breadcrumbing whatsoever to tell us that this was the guy we were supposed to scare, nor was that much of a puzzle in which we had to get like a rubber glove and stick it on our head to get the little things on top of roosters' heads, or do something in it to get like chicken arms or chicken feet or chicken, yeah. So I can say K, which is Spanish for huh. Yes, I've been released. I've released your prisoners and now I've come out for you. And then C, he dejado en liberté los prisioneros y horror vengor por ti. Apologies if I didn't pronounce that right. I never studied Spanish.
Sí, he dejado en libertad los prisioneros y ahora vengo por ti.
Well, you're not taking me without a fight.
Ugh, this chicken grease washed off all the feathers. Whoops, I better keep quiet.
Absolutely.
So
Captain. I'll get right on it after I have my dinner. What's that, Captain? I eat too much fried chicken. Well, I've just got a weakness for chicken, that's all. I know you don't have any weaknesses, Captain LeChimp. You're an overachiever.
it's not Captain LeChuck, it's Captain LeChimp.
Tiny little fly.
The chimp? The captain is an ape? Well, if the captain is an ape, then Mr. Fossey must be...
Aye, aye, Captain. Fresh bananas for the whole crew.
an utter loon.
What's that, Captain?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen this character before. Maybe it was in the Telltale game, or maybe it was in a previous game.
Just the boost our crew needs. Why, with the riches we get from this, we can get new and better ships and become the terror of the Caribbean.
But this isn't just like incredibly frustrating that there was no breadcrumbing or no indication, no real hint that you were supposed to end up in a chicken bucket and use that chicken bucket to let's see, we got some chicken grease from that. Let's see if we put the chicken grease in the pitcher.
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Let's just see if we can grab it.
I hate porcelain. It's a long story. I'll explain later.
He's picking at mites and such. So there's all this kind of food, but unless we're supposed to just push him.
If he knows I'm here, he might do something even more horrible to me.
Let's see.
I'm not in the mood for fruit.
So here's a treasure map. Again, just totally
Map to where they've buried Elaine.
totally out of nowhere. Terrible design here. Alright, well, how are we supposed to get out of this? Are we supposed to just open this porthole and go out the door? Yeah, I think that's exactly what we were supposed to do. Okay. So, now what? If we take this and we click on the pirate ship, let's just double click and then get up here. Let's see.
I've had enough tar, thank you.
What else do we have as options? Like, we have a hold. Let's look at the hold.
How strange. The hold is full of broken luggage.
And see, that's a reference to an old commercial of
No.
gorillas beating up on Samsonite luggage, I believe. Which really doesn't have any real reference nowadays, since that commercial was super old even when this would have come out. It kind
They'd
of
torture
goes
me for
to
sure if I went in now.
to prove that there's a kind of lack of understanding in the older generation of game developers. Even in '97, it was getting, people were getting old and could no longer relate to what was the expected target audience, which theoretically would have been 20-year-olds. There's a plank over here, but it's just being animated. I can't click on it. So either I screwed up terribly there, or chicken grease was really all I needed. We've gotten the crew. And let's see. We know what a map generally is. Don't know where chicken grease would.
I don't think she'd like that.
Yeah, chicken grease giving fed to the feral chicken doesn't seem like it does anything. We could go back to the beach and give the grease to this guy and see if that would make him tan more.
I don't think he'd like that.
Alright. It's funny that we can just hold grease in our hand, but then other times we needed a pitcher. Real inconsistency there. Chicken grease goes on the chicken coop.
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Let's see what happens when we walk back in here. See,
The devil chicken.
it feels like you should have done something to your head to look like a chicken. Not just feathered yourself. I mean, we could talk to the...
Demon chicken, I rebuke you.
We could talk to this guy and see if we can get back in the bucket.
Excuse me, but...
What a lucky pirate are ye!
Me?
You've struck gold, boy!
I have?
Gold, gold, gold!
Is he
Golden
giving me
nuggets
hints?
of chicken!
Oh.
A treasure trove of deep-fried fun! Now, what can kindly old Captain Blondebeard bring ye for lunch?
Let's see. Let's just see what this does.
I'll have the roasted guacamole.
We're out of that, I'm afraid. Actually, I'm out of just about everything. Not a drumstick left. All I have left are those biscuits and a few tubs of our special Ipecac slaw.
How's the Ipecac slaw?
Not bad. But 15 minutes later, you'd be hungry again.
See, it's giving me hints to things that I've already solved.
Would you like to join my crew and sail to Blood Island?
I guess I just never talked to this
Leave
guy
me
before.
shop unguarded. Why, you treacherous tripe. You're lucky I don't take out me whisk and run you straight through.
Whoa, whoa, calm down. I was just asking.
Sorry. I'm as edgy as a beached whale in Nantucket.
What's wrong?
There be a horror that prowls the jungles of Plunderbot.
So yeah, I just didn't talk to this guy,
monster he be.
and because I
And he
didn't
has
talk
a
to this
hatred for
guy,
mankind
I missed
unequaled.
all
His
the hints.
preternatural rage burns hotter than the coals used to roast 1,000,000 of his kin. He is El Pollo.
So now I'm talking to this guy, and it doesn't matter. It would have been very nice if these lines of dialogue were just not available.
Chicken.
He hates me most of all. And his revenge against me must be tastier than me hearty giblets and cracklins party mix.
What's he done?
He turned loose all me chickens, returned them to the wild, to roam the jungles free as nature intended. But I've taken care of him.
Really? How?
He returned to finish me off with his wicked poultry ways. But I be master at subduing even the testiest livestock. By now, he should be cozying up to a side order of fluffy spuds and gravy.
I'll let you get back to work.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk to him anymore because I don't think that there's a solution in that. Over here,
Then, in Act...
we could try the chicken grease on these guys.
No,
Yeah, I don't think he'd like that. Yeah, I don't think he'd like that. Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
And then...
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
What fool then?
Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Yeah, that does nothing. And I suspect
Chicken grease won't do any good with that. Chicken
there's
grease won't do any
nothing
good
to
with
do
that.
with that. So, unless I'm supposed to put chicken grease in the fountain, which I don't know why that would solve anything. I really don't think I'm supposed to
Chicken
go
grease won't
back.
do any good with that.
Don't think I'm supposed to go back to the pirates in the area. Then chicken grease, the deep fryer.
Chicken grease won't do any good with that. I don't think he'd like that. Chicken grease won't do any good with that.
Like, we have several things there. Give the bottomless mug
I
to
don't
this
think
guy.
he'd like that. That doesn't need a fake mug.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, absolutely no idea. We got chicken grease, we got nothing else, and it seems to me like maybe the sharks are swimming around in a few more places, but that's kind of it. So back to the walkthrough I go. Let's see. We did a bunch of the stuff. Okay. Says use the book inventory on Captain LeChuck. Open the porthole and exit. So apparently I lost. I didn't do that, so how could we get back to that point? I needed to have used the ventriloquism book. Why would it have let me do that though? We may literally just have to reload the last save. Let's play around with this a little bit, but I think we might have a problem here. So we go in the boat, and it says pirate ship, pirate ship, pirate ship, pirate ship, pirate ship, pirate ship. Beach, 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 beach. Okay. Okay, I see. There is a porthole here. We're not getting the hovering of text, which would be helpful. So we're supposed to be here. Now we're supposed to use this on the monkey to make this guy listen, because he's crazy.
Mr.
It would have been better for them to not let them,
Captain, you sound different.
not let me leave until I solve this puzzle.
Maybe it's time we gave up pirating. I mean,
Although I'm not sure you could, you actually needed the
all
ventriloquism book to get this point.
You mean in the Darwinian sense, sir?
No, I mean in the quite literal sense. Have you noticed that the crew is happier swinging from the masts than swabbing the decks? I don't even want to mention what they've been flinging around the ship.
Are you suggesting that I'm not disciplining the crew enough?
No, I'm suggesting that we all give up this charade and go back to the trees. That's the life for a monkey, not sailing the seas for months on end.
Well, if you feel so strongly about it, sir, I suppose I can't argue.
I think our last order of business should be to dig up that statue and...
It'll be tough on the men, sir, but I'll tell them that you think it best.
Okay, but first we should dig up that statue and give it to...
I'll make sure they understand that it's not their fault.
Very good, and then we can dig up that statue and... Okay, never mind then.
So he's not afraid of this
That's
giant
where they
gorilla.
bury Elaine.
Alright. With all eyes open, follow the path to the southeast, northwest. Yeah, we'll need a thing.
I can't imagine any need for a loaf of plunder bread.
Wonder Bread
The
reference.
corn is all buttery and greasy. I never liked cranberries, and I'm not that interested in mashed potatoes right now. Hey, I wonder how soon these will sprout flies.
It's really funny though that you would be not afraid of the gorilla, which could easily hurt you more than the crazy man.
I'm not in the mood for fruit.
So there's just a ton of stuff here, and none of it is pick upable. Except for the map. Like, just wasted effort to highlight items that you really don't do anything with. Wasted
I'm not that interested in
dialogue.
mashed potatoes right now. Looks like mashed potatoes.
Like, clearly there was supposed to be more of a puzzle here. And unless I'm somehow playing the easy version instead of the hard version, I don't even know what puzzle you would have with this. Guess we can talk to LeChuck?
I think Mr. Fossey is the only guy who can talk to him. It's the dread pirate LeChuck. I don't think so.
Can we just walk out the door? Alright. So we got a map, but I don't know if we can do anything with the map until we can make something that would float in water. So unless we were supposed to take
This serrated knife won't work here.
Make a compass somewhere. I don't even know specifically where you would use that. Alright, so it's kind of pointless to even try and go any further. I might as well just look at the walkthrough again, because getting the map, okay, good, we made a little bit of progress. Still completely lost as far as what the other things on this island that need to be done are. Clearly there's far too many things that do need to be done on this island. So it then says, ooh, interesting. This would never occur to me. We've got to row ourselves back to the beach. A lot of transitions here, by the way. That was like 1, 2, 3 transitions just to get back to the main map to get to here. And then we get to here, that's another transition. And then we have to walk over on this scrolling world. It probably would have helped a little bit if half of the city was split, so in a way that there was like a north side or south side. So the instructions here, which we can look at, are southeast, northwest, west, south, east, 2 paces northeast, southeast, and southwest. X marks the spot. So it's these instructions are supposed to be for this.
I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help.
Alright. So hopefully what we can do is just look at this and check back, because memorizing this is going to be really hard. Southeast, northwest. Start with that. So south and then east. And then that seemed like that may have done something. And then northwest. Apparently this is solving the puzzle. So I believe the next 2 things are south and then east. So south and then east, and then one has to assume that 2 paces northeast is the northeast button twice, then east, so we'll hit this, and then this. And then the last one should be southwest. So that would be this, right? And then that was supposed to make an X marks the spot on the screen, and it totally didn't. Use the handle, press the buttons in the following sequence, says the walkthrough. So let's try this. Maybe I was messing up. It says bottom right, top left, middle left, bottom middle, middle right, top right 2 times. Hey, there's a Sam and Max reference. So I guess maybe I did something wrong. And then middle right. And then bottom left.
That's it! That must be where Elaine is buried.
So instead of having us find her somewhere in some spot in the forest, she's actually on the stage. I would not have thought of that. We've got another cutscene here. Alright, so the next thing that I saw the walkthrough say we needed to do is use the chicken grease on the cannonballs. Why do I need to use the chicken grease on the cannonballs? Alright. No, I don't want to walk out. I want to look at the cannonballs.
It looks like he's gonna juggle these cannonballs.
Well, he should have been juggling from day one then. The very beginning of it.
It looks like he's coming for the cannonballs now.
And now the ultimate Shakespearean delight. The famous
He should have been
cannonball juggling scene from Romeo and Juliet. Whoa. Oops.
He should have been practicing juggling from the word go. And yeah,
Glad it had a happy ending.
again, you just have
got the girl in the end.
you just have this cutscene that. Let's go and see if we can pick up
It's
this.
stuck to the trunk.
See if we can take the trunk now.
It looks too heavy for me to carry.
Do we still have nothing that would get that sticker off of it? Nope. I think we're gonna get in the travel trunk at some point. Again, that feels very much like a scene from some speculation pilot for a cartoon or an animated movie, more than a cutscene that absolutely needed to exist.
Elaine should be safe up in the crow's nest, for now.
Yeah, and there was some animation sorely missing. So I guess this is just my ship now.
Nice boots, huh?
And then we're into another cutscene.
Hey, what do you know? I really am big bone.
Uh-oh. Quiet. Here comes Captain LeChuck.
Avast there, you lubbers! Set sail for my stronghold on Monkey Island. I'll unleash my entire army of the undead. This time, Elaine will be mine. Ah, Elaine. 'Twill be a sweet day in hell when you feel the fiery breath of my kiss on your lips and become my undead bride. And I'll destroy any man who dares get in my way. Suffering sailors, 'tis good to be dead.
Yeah, we definitely needed him to say, "This is my boat now," or "I'm taking commandeering the ship." Him maybe cresting the bow of the ship and saying,
I don't want any smelly
giving
old
it a
egg.
new name, the HMS Threepwood or something like that. So we can go in here. That really does nothing for us. We can look in the hold again, I guess.
Strange. The hold is full of broken luggage.
There's kind of nothing in this scene. So they spent money making animations. They, in my opinion, made the wrong animations because it doesn't tell the story smoothly. And then they have scenes like this where you don't ever really interact with the tar or the hold, so it might as well have not existed. Or at the very least, it could have been used in a cutscene and then not used in the rest of the actual gameplay mechanic. They could have just shortcutted you. Other point-and-click adventure games certainly have done that, where you just start shortcutting the person and they make their way from point A to point B. Like when you use the boat, it would have been super easy to just automatically fade to black and have us enter the top side of the boat or the cabin of the boat without having so many transitions. You can still go in here. We've got a monkey. We've got a balcony and a plank. Unless this balcony and plank sends us...
Wherefore would I put it?
Like, wouldn't I need this plank?
No.
And I just can't walk any further. So what are we looking at? We needed a map, which we're still missing, and we needed a crew, and we needed a ship, and we have the crew and the ship. So the map is just the last thing, and we haven't really seen any character that would make us a map. The guy from the Act 1, the short guy, was the guy that got us the map in the previous game. So you would think that he would be the person you would want to talk to, but I don't see him anywhere. Let's see.
Are you ready to set sail for adventure?
Of course. I'll meet you on board your ship when you're ready.
So do we have to make that same conversation
Are you ready to set sail
to
for
everybody?
adventure?
Sure, whatever. I'll meet you on your ship when you're ready.
It's been a pleasure. Bye.
Interesting. It cut me out of the conversation on that one. It didn't cut me out of the conversation on that one. Just reacting differently for the exact same
Are you ready to set
response.
sail for adventure?
Aye. I'll be on board your ship when you're ready for me.
Okay. That pretty much means there's nothing there. So it's got to be this guy that we've got to talk to. And I guess that means we'll have to use the walkthrough at the next recording because, yeah, I think we're done. We may be ending a little early. I didn't hit the timer at the right time. We still just a ton of stuff. That seems like we're going to use a couple times. Some stuff we haven't really used at all, or maybe we used it once. We probably are fairly close to being done with this act, and since this act was so complicated and long, I kind of question if maybe there really are only going to be 4, maybe 5 acts, maybe a really short act at the end. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.